Hey guys, Tommy here. This video is on Pascalcoin, which I think is a quite undervalued and innovative cryptocurrency. So first of all, this video is not investment advice. Do your own research and make your own decisions on anything you do. This is just to make you guys aware of Pascalcoin and kind of show you guys what it is. And I do this for my own will, by the way. I only talk about projects that interest me, and this is something that interested me and I explored it on my own, or I explored it more on my own and feel like I have a pretty good grasp. And it seemed promising to me, so that's how I like to do things. And so again, I think this cryptocurrency is one that has pretty strong technology, but is largely overlooked. So just to jump into it today, I've had Pascalcoin on my radar for about a year, and I learned about it a bit back then, but recently I basically saw the market taking off. I don't know, I guess a whale is accumulating or something like that. So I saw this happening, and it was actually pretty funny because it's been on my mind recently. And so when I saw this happen, it kind of initiated me to delve more into it and learn more about it. And at this point, I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of it, and it's actually really powerful in light of what's going on with Bitcoin right now and Bitcoin's scaling problems. So I'm going to share it with you guys. So I've kind of laid it out this way to make it easy for me. So this is from their website, pascalcoin.org, but basically their value proposition is laid out really well here. It's an infinite scaling. So infinite scaling is the ability for a cryptocurrency to run for an infinite period of time using the same amount of storage at a constant throughput. All other cryptocurrencies fail over a long period since their history of transactions becomes so large that new nodes can't synchronize existing nodes and run out of storage, among many other failures. Pascalcoin is the first cryptocurrency to solve this major shortcoming. So again, the whole issue here is transaction capacity. That's all the talk that's going on with Bitcoin right now, and Pascalcoin solves this. So the way they do this is they store the flow rather than the history of transactions. They only keep the last 100 blocks of the blockchain while retaining the cryptographic security of the full blockchain. It achieves this by using a safe box to keep track of user balances and ownership while simultaneously retaining the aggregated proof of work difficulty within the safe box itself. So that's how it works. The safe box are kind of like your wallets, and those are separate from the blockchain itself. And so the whole blockchain isn't required. Quite innovative here. And again, this was written in Pascal, so it was written from scratch too. So I like seeing that from developers, not a copycat developer. This is innovation going on. So pretty powerful. Here's a bit more from the white paper, physical scaling limits. Since nodes only need to keep 100 blocks or so at any one time, Pascalcoin allows for exponentially larger block sizes than current cryptocurrencies. For example, the same amount of storage that a Bitcoin node consumes today, Pascalcoin could theoretically sustain a block size of 5.4 gigabytes with a throughput of 72,000 transactions a second. And realistically, I feel like larger block sizes could be handled as well. There's been tests for larger block sizes. So essentially, Pascalcoin, I feel, could do over 1 million transactions a second. And this is technology that is already out there and exists. This isn't something that's testing or might be possible. I mean, it's there. So again, very, very powerful. Why not others? This is from a good article. Check this one out if you guys want to read up on it. So Pascalcoin is based on a unique idea that others can't easily replicate, since they rely on a system of using old block data to fund new transactions through the UTXO instead of state transition account balances. So the whole design is a bit different here, and that's what makes Pascalcoin unique. So hopefully you guys are seeing that, but just the basic concept of it is again, Pascalcoin is just keeping the last 100 blocks, and every 100 blocks there's a checkpoint, and that's all that the network needs. It just needs the last up to 100 blocks and the last checkpoint, and that's it. And then it can move on from that. So that's really smart and a very powerful way to scale a cryptocurrency. There's a little bit of a anonymity aspect of this as well. In that you can, instead of paying, like the example here is, instead of Bob paying Alice 100 Pascal, Bob transfers an account containing 100 Pascal to Alice. as long as Alice uses a new key and communicates that key to Bob through secure channels, there's no way to link Bob to Alice. So basically the accounts can switch hands and doesn't have to be known to the public. So there's that little feature there. Excuse me. And then also to note is if there's a lot of transactions going on and the nodes aren't storing all that data, that could also allow for some anonymity. Right now, there are nodes storing the whole blockchain because they can, but that doesn't have to be if there's a ton of transactions going on, that's not required. And I talked to Albert, the creator of Pascalcoin, to clarify that because I wanted to gain clarity on it. But again, I'm quite impressed by it. So that's essentially how the technology works. Hopefully you guys have a pretty good idea of it. Again, I think it's quite innovative. See if there's anything else there I want to show you guys here. Okay, let's just jump on the next one. So the next thing I looked at when I was looking at it initially is the inflation was really high when I first saw it about a year ago. And now the inflation's kind of coming down. Pascalcoin has a really similar emission curve to Bitcoin, so it's halving every 4 years. And now it's been out about a year and a half. So there's about 15 million coins out. So the inflation for the next year is only about 70%. It's a lot better than a year ago when it was about 200%. And so that's part of the reason I didn't dive into this a lot more a year ago. I wanted to let the inflation cool down, and I also wanted to see if Pascalcoin could pass the test of time, which I feel like at this point it has proven itself. I'm going to show you guys the wallet here too, so you can see the wallet's super fast since it just loads up, again, the last up to 100 blocks. And this is what it looks like. And I know this looks a little different than what you guys are used to with a lot of other cryptocurrency wallets, but it's not that different. And it's pretty easy to use. So essentially, again, the way Pascalcoin works is you have an account number. So rather than an enormous 40 character, 40 letters and numbers, you just have, usually 6 digits or less for your account number. You can click this option here, and this is how it will show when you guys load the wallet. You click this option, it'll just show you your account number. Sending is pretty simple. Just click on operations, new operation, and then you put your destination account. Like there's an account with the number 1. So, and then the -22 is, you don't need to worry about that too much. Every account number has a suffix. So you sometimes need that, but typically not. So if you want to send money to someone, you should be okay with just the basic account number under most cases. Check on that if you are. But you just put the destination account. I've tested it this way and it works fine. So for example, we'll send 1-to-1 here. Amount, we'll do 0.001 and execute. And that's it. We just sent them a tiny amount of Pascal. And here you can see your balance is down a little bit. And that's essentially how the wallet works. So the wallet's pretty easy to use. Again, it's a bit different. If I were to give any recommendations on the wallet, I would just say make the send option a little more intuitive, but otherwise pretty easy to use. So one important thing to note is when you fire up the wallet, you're not just going to have an account. You have to get an account. This is pretty easy to do though, and they've made it quite easy since I last was using it. There's a website called getpasa.com. Basically go to this site and you'll put your public key in, and it explains it really well. Like right in the wallet, click on project, private keys. I'll show you. Project, private keys. And then mine's locked right now. I'd have to input my password to unlock it. It doesn't hide it, so I won't do that. But you just click on the export public key. Your private keys, export public key. Put in your password. You'll be prompted to make a password. Export public key gives you this. And then you're just gonna, from your Poloniex account, you can, I wonder if you can do it from other exchanges too, but for sure from Poloniex, send it to this address, 7744. It'll generate a payload up here. Somewhere around here, it'll give you a payload. And then you put the amount, however much. It has to be at least 3 because they're keeping 3 for this service, which is about $2 right now, so not a big deal. And then it will automatically give you an account number. Once you have an account number, you could just withdraw your funds to this account number. Always do a test amount first, especially if you're just doing the first 6 characters, like send 1 or something. So you make sure it comes through and then you can send more if you have it. So that's kind of a basic idea of how to use the wallet. yeah. And then you can buy, there's wallets with less characters in them too, because they started from 1 and have got to, 273,000 so far. So if you want a lower numerical wallet, you can try to find one you like here on this site, which is Pascal Wallet or pascalwallet.com. So I'm showing you guys a lot about this, but these are all things that I've learned and are pretty cool to know about Pascal Coin. Again, a lot of people just don't know about it. So as always, if you are using this, make sure to back up your wallet file too. It's in the same place as most cryptocurrency wallets, which is on Windows. It's within your users file, then app data, which is a hidden file, so you have to turn that on, of course, and then roaming and Pascal Coin. And within there's a .dat file, so make sure you back that up, as always, just like any other cryptocurrency. So, and then the other thing I look at here is I want to make sure that there's good development going on. So here's their Trello board, and you can see the activity is going on there. And actually just today in their Slack, there was a bug, and Albert, the lead developer, just jumped in and fixed it. So it's good to see active developers in there. And of course, again, it would take quite a bit of development to get a cryptocurrency that's innovative like this, written in a whole new language up. So that's something that I like to see too. I just want to give you guys some scale here, something to think about. So again, Pascal Coin has solved scalability for cryptocurrencies, and again, it's out and it's working. The major competitors to this kind of space are the likes of IOTA at a $2 billion market cap, and we have Ardor, which is going to do a scaling solution, which we haven't seen yet, and I'm interested to see that, but it's not even out yet. And then there's several others too, but most of them out there are again, vying for these enormous market caps, largely for scalability. And it's crazy that, again, Pascal Coin's already done this, and most people don't know. And I know that's the case. Look at the volume. This is the whole time the crypto surge has been going on this summer/autumn, and you can see the volume's not there because people just didn't know about it. Yeah, so I think that's essentially what happened. And that's the risk of small cap cryptocurrencies or micro cap cryptocurrencies. They could have value, but if people don't know about it, then they don't know about it. So I think from a value investment standpoint, and again, this is just my perspective, I think it should have a market cap of somewhere between 50 to 100 million, if not more, just basically with what it already has, the technology it already has. So I just wanted to bring awareness to it. I think it's a good project, again, especially in light of the whole scaling stuff going on right now with Bitcoin, and they can't seem to find a solution with that. So here's a solution, and it's really good. So yeah, and again, Albert's a really good developer. He doesn't speak English, so I just talked to him via text, but he was a really nice guy. So yeah, that's basically the video. Let me see if there's anything else I want to show you guys. Oh yeah, and also definitely check out their video on their page too. They explain it pretty well as well. So that's it for the video, guys. Hope you guys like it. I know it wasn't perfect, but I just want to get it out there for you guys. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Leave your comments below, and I'll see you on the next one.